really appreciate it. We just caught you in the corridor, and I'm going to ask you all the difficult questions today. So I think one of my first questions is, according to you, what are the main top 5 secret ingredients for any, for any small business to be successful on the net?
Yeah.
Is it content, pay-per-click? Of course, you can't say no for pay-per-click, but social, viral, UGC, blogs, video, images.
Absolutely, and if people want to give search engines money to advertise, I'm fine with that.
Yes.
But I'm assuming you want to do it for less than doing the ads. So I'll give you sort of a multi-step process. The very first thing you want to do is have a high-quality website. You want to have great content. Because if you have good content, it's so much easier to rank. If you don't have good content, it's like pushing things uphill. And that just makes it
when I come back, I'll tell me the client that I'll come back
so,
and drop off.
first off, have good content. Second, think about how to market your site. Think about some interesting tactics, some good ways. You can call them gimmicks, but really it's a way of capturing your visitor's imagination. And it could be contests, it could be simple resources like newsletters, guides to what's going on in the area, different festivals and things like that. Another thing you want to do is you want to...
number 1 is content.
Number 1 is definitely content.
Okay.
Number 2, once you've got the good content, then you think about promotion. So how do you promote your site? You find out about it, you come up with cool ideas, neat tricks, good ideas to get people interested in your website. Here's one that not everybody thinks about. Think about how your website looks in a search engine. So number 3 is try to come up with a good snippet for your actual pages when they show up. So in Google, you can control using the meta description tag, and you can almost give these suggestions to Google and say, this is what my website should look like whenever anyone actually clicks on a link. And if you can get more people clicking on a link because the content looks interesting, you'll get more traffic and you can do more with it.
So you're talking about search, right?
Yeah, looking at those search results and trying to say, how do I actually look in the search results? If somebody types in Santa Rosa Hotel, you want to be able to say, I have a Santa Rosa Hotel, so the user knows what they're getting. Now, you've got users, you've got this traffic, try to get better conversions. So make it easier to reserve a room, make it like 2 or 3 clicks, make it so that, bring in somebody off the street and say, reserve a room. You don't give them any help, no advice at all, and you say, how long does it take for them to do that? And the more you can make it easy for them to do that, the more you'll take that traffic and make it convert into sales really, really well.
So I guess let's put it in a little easier term. Everything should be 1 or 2 clicks away.
The fewer clicks you have, the better it is.
Okay.
Right?
Because I face this struggle all the time. Deep buried content, and people don't get to the content. It takes 25 clicks to get to the content.
Yeah, and people don't do 25 clicks. They want to click just a few times and get the answer really easily. So those are some of the big secrets.
All right, great. So let's say if you have a very small little tiny motel and they have very limited budget and they are very anxious to try everything on internet marketing, what should they do first?
I'd say the very first thing would be a blog. Because if you are tiny, you probably have a unique personality. You're not just some huge box of
So
events.
forget about the website, just do a blog.
Well, a website is important. You have to have a website to hang everything
What comes
off of.
first?
I would say the website first, because what you do want to do is you want to have the reservations. You need to have a phone number where somebody can call, ideally an online form, and those forms are getting better and better. Even if it's not great to start with, at least you're on the web where people can find them.
Now, you said about blogging. I'm so passionate about blog. I've written the white page, and I've done a lot of sessions on blog, and it's really funny that how I feel about blogs, but still, at least in lodging industry, there is a preconceived notion. People are almost scared about linking, and they don't really understand the concept of moderation. And every time I even got to the point where when I told people that just take your neighborhood pages and convert them as blog, and put your press releases as a blog, and they're almost thinking, okay, there is a negative connotation. People will just come and they will trash my reputation. And I did tell them there is something called moderation. You don't have to approve the blog, but you are converting you're creating user-generated content.
Absolutely. And there's a couple things you can do. First off, if you're scared, don't allow any comments at all. Like, now you're completely safe. You can control the message, and nobody can come and slam you or anything like that. The next step is to allow comments, but to moderate them exactly as you're saying, so that you can say, this is a constructive comment, I'll let it go through. This is not helpful at all, and then you can just moderate that down. And then eventually, I like to look at my blog, and I'll have a post that's like this long, and then I'll have this many comments. And you know, I write this much content, and I get all of this content for free. And so a blog can be as simple as, what's going on this weekend? You know, when people are searching for, take San Jose, for example, right? Because we're right in downtown San Jose. Every year they have like the Grand Prix race, you know? And so if you write a blog entry about that Grand Prix race, next year when people are searching for Grand Prix San Jose,
it's there.
It's already there. And oh, this hotel is talking about it, and they're talking about how close they are to it and how easy. And then they can just go on and book a room.
See, that's one of the way, you know, one of the reason we know Matt cut so well, because of his blog.
It's true. It's a great way to attract clients.
Right. Okay, so that's number one. What are the other things a small business can do? Website, blog, what about videos?
Videos for sure. I mean, if you think about it, you're doing this video, you've got a tripod, you've got a camera, we've got a room, that's all we need, right?
We have millions of disturbance, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, and you know, you record that very quickly, you can put it up on YouTube for free, and you know, there's no cost associated with it at all. So it can be very, very simple to start out.
So other thing which I always struggle in marketing industry or in our industry is explaining people that organic is a moving target, and you should not focus on ranking. You should really focus on traffic and relevant traffic. So what do you think a small business, what should be their measuring criteria? They still get phone calls from companies saying that we guarantee search results. And of course, there is really no differentiation between guarantee and...
Right. Yeah. Well, the funny thing is we get these emails as well at Google. And they say, we can guarantee that your site, google.com, will rank at the #1 for all the time. We really don't need an SEO's help to rank pretty well. We're doing okay. And these people just blast out all these warm emails. But if you think about it, I was reading a paper recently, and it said, if you look at 6 months worth of queries, 57% of them are unique. And 97% of queries happen less than 10 times.
Okay.
So it's very easy to fall into the trap of, I need to be #1 for San Jose Hotel. But really, people are typing in San Jose Grand Prix, places to stay, just all sorts of random stuff like that. So don't chase after that trophy phrase. Look at your search log, see what people are already typing.
Or look at your traffic.
Or look at your traffic and try to optimize for that.
Now,